My family and I, we were missionaries to the Hispanics in Texas, and when our time was done, we came back to Guatemala, and this is the school my parents wanted us to go to because we could continue our normal high school here. I loved being a student here. I thought it was just great. I came from a big public high school, about 2,500 people, and I came to CAG. At first I was shocked because they were just, it was like less than 200 people school then. And it was weird, but once I got into it, I loved it because it was just like one big family from different places, but we were all gathered, and it was just a great time. Our teachers were the greatest things that I could ever think of. I never had a teacher. It was like having a pastor in every class, someone that cared about you and loved you. And that's one of the reasons I always thought of my kids coming to CAG. Well, I had 3 kids, one in elementary, one in middle school, and one in high school. And 15, 13, and 7, and the oldest one's been here since 2nd grade, and the younger ones have been here since kindergarten. And they really have enjoyed the school. The school has been a blessing to us, and especially to their spiritual life, and their academic life is amazing. I think it's just a big support system for our lives. The teachers understand what we are living, and when we are overloaded with ministry, I've come and told, like the dean of students said, we are just so much ministry, we're like up to here, and he has understood that. Sometimes talked with our kids. Sometimes we've come in even to school a bit later because we are just so tired, and he totally understands and understands our life with that. And sometimes I've had to speak to the teachers about turning a certain project in a few days later, and they've always considerate and understanding of the ministry that we're doing and what we work. And I think it'd be totally different if they were at another school. I think it's really all about service. The people that are here are serving Guatemala. Guatemala is a great, wonderful country, but there are a lot of things, and even though it has a lot of Christian churches and so many Christians, there's a big part that their local Christian church is not doing. And the missionaries that come to Guatemala are doing a big part that the Guatemalans are not doing. And I think it's a blessing for the school to serve Guatemala in that way. They provide education for the kids that would not have that education in Guatemala, but that helps us, our country helps Guatemala to have so many orphanages, places where Guatemalans don't go. Christian Academy allows for missionaries to come and go out there and for their kids to be taken care of. My teachers were also like pastors to me. They're here all the time, and that's such a blessing because normally you see a pastor once a week and you don't get a chance to talk to them, but you're there with a few students. The classes are not that big there, and your teacher is always not only helping you academically, but in your spiritual life, your social life, your emotional life. It's such a support that spiritually and physically and emotionally you can grow so much better than just going to church once a week. Most of the teachers are putting their lives out here, and they come to a new country, a new place, and they need that prayer. They need that financial support too. Finances are something that has sometimes been a little bit slow for teachers, so the teachers don't come as much as we need, but we need the teachers so that the missionaries can continue doing their work. We have sports programs, we have arts program, music, and all those different things, photography. Everything is welcome here, and the students can benefit from every different talent and gift that God has given. Any volunteer out there that can come to Guatemala, they can make a difference in our children's lives. The school is concentrated so much on the academics, and it's wonderful. We have a great library, an amazing library. I think it's one of the biggest English libraries in Central America, which is a blessing. You can just come in there and pick almost any kind of book, and you can find it in there. And we're always looking for more books, better books, and also the maintenance at school. We always want to have the nicest possible place for our kids to study. I think that's something very important for our children, to see a nice place, because we represent God and CAG represents God. So it's important for them to be in a nice, clean environment. And we always need new paint, it'd be great to have mission teams come down and do some work at CAG. CAG is a wonderful place to be at. It's a community. It's a place where you can find family, where you can find support for everything in your life, basically. Not only for the kids, but also for the parents. I've met many missionaries, I've met many families who've made great friends here, and it's always sad to see people go, because you bond with them. We really bond, and I really want to say that whoever wants to come to Guatemala to see, CAG is just a wonderful place. If you want to come serve the Lord in Guatemala, this is a great place to come serve, because it's a place where really the spiritual environment, the social environment, everything is just a good place to be. Even if I met a family that came for 2 years because he wanted to show their kids what it was like to serve, and he found so many. He thought, oh, I'm going to teach my kids to serve, and he found that his heart changed while being at CAG.